All right. So we're actually one of the beneficiaries of Arbitrum having more NFTs. So this is Joshua from RSS3. We actually, you can look at the name, you could see, okay, we are the feet of Web3. Basically, so you can say RSS used to be something you use to keep the updates of a URL. We keep the updates of any address. So that's sort of like the basic of it. And conceptually, RSS3 is a standard with a network that provides cross-network, composable, and configurable feeds that interpret Web3 activities based on crypto addresses. And in a way, to put it simpler, it's basically, so it aggregates your NFT transactions on Ethereum or on Arbitrum, of course, your Gitcoin donations on ZK Sync, your articles on Meteora, your posts on Lens, and much more into a human-readable feed for social medias, activity trackers, profiles, and things like trading applications. Now we have more than 20 applications built upon RSS3, and we're expecting to get more this year. So the easiest way for you to, in a way, get to know a little bit about RSS3 is just to go to RSS3.io and try to put in an address or something like an ENS, and boom, there's going to be a gorgeous, beautiful, human-readable feed that's cross-network, shows all the things about your address and the person behind it. And we also have, we also have a very interesting mobile app coming up as well. Basically, it puts all the Web3 activities right on your phone. It has widgets, it push notifications, and those are interesting things to come. And we're also announcing today that we're supporting RSS. So what's going to happen is that for every EVM-compatible address, there's going to be a link for you to just subscribe it through any traditional RSS reader. So you can just basically go to your favorite reader and put rss.rs3.io/, and you can always put filters for more customizations at the end of the URL. And this is one of the screenshots I took from my favorite RSS reader for showing some of the interesting Web3 activities in a traditional, in a way, Web1 application. And of the past year, when we were still working very hard on RSS3, we found out that there's very little or very few high-quality content on Web3. So we're trying to introduce a new EVM-compatible chain specifically designed for content activities. And we also just recently announced something called Cross-Sync, which helps you to sync all these Twitter's tweets you have on Crossbell. So basically, what it does is that whenever you tweet something on your browser, it's a browser extension. It will sync with a transaction through MetaMask on Crossbell directly. And we're looking forward to bringing more Web2 content on a Web3 sort of ecosystem and try to see if there's any better ways for us to distribute the information in an open and decentralized way. And I'm running in a way short of time, but I want to end with this slide, because this is the first commit for RSS Hub 4 years ago from our co-founder, DIY God. He had a belief that all those public data should not only belong to data monopolies, but also to those developers and applications in need. And so he started RSS Hub. It's really popular on GitHub, more than 20,000 stars, more than 650 contributors, and now the main instance still has more than 1 million monthly active users with more than 1 billion requests. And now that 4 years later, we're still working on toward a more open, decentralized ecosystem in terms of creator economy, and we'll just keep building. Yeah, thank you.